Alrighty, it looks like we're online. Good evening, everybody, and good morning, and wherever in the world you are, a good whatever time of day it is. This was meant to be Fallout 76 beta release footage, but guess what? We are here instead at the residence of 221B Baker Street, over there, as you can see. And, well, what we have here is a massive cock-up. So I'm going to see if I can show you guys what's currently going on. So everybody was very excited. I've been awake for the last 4 hours, count them 4, that's 4 fingers, yeah. Where I have been attempting to get the Fallout 76 beta operational on my PC, so that I could at the very least, start showing you guys what, you know, the title screen looks like. We could start talking about it, you know, those sorts of things would have been absolutely wonderful. So now, what's happened is exactly the moment that I was supposed to be able to redeem my preloaded content, and I should point out, it's been downloaded for 4 days now, or however long since they let me download it, maybe 3 days. Hey Dark Assassin, welcome to the stream. Hey the Chairman. Hey Loki. I do apologise that you can't stay Dark Assassin, but make sure you rewatch later. We're just going to do a little podcast session here anyway. Basically, what's my view on the matter? Well, I would honestly go ahead and say that we did break it early. So in a way, it's a successful beta. I mean, we broke it before we even turned the game on. Because it's Bethesda. Now, this is my first ever preloaded PC experience with Bethesda. I should point that out as well. I had a flawless experience with Ubisoft. In fact, what they did is they let you start playing the game early so that not everyone was downloading it at the same time. And you know what? I think that Bethesda should have done something similar. I think this is a bit of a disappointment. So that's why I've decided, let's turn this into a positive. Let's make a podcast about it. And quite frankly, no one can say that I'm not within my right to do this. This is meant... What you are meant to be seeing right now is Fallout 76 footage. So anyway, on that note, guys, on that note, let me show you what's happened. So, I will narrate, just in case you can't actually see what's happened, but I'll attempt to show you regardless. So here is their current, shall we say, update on what's going on. I'm just going to quickly switch over here. Yeah, we do want to capture a specific window. I can't actually show you guys the window that I want to show. Maybe there's another thing I can add. Display capture, maybe? Oh, wow. Okay, well that works. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to see this then. So here we are. This is the partial system outage as it was updated 2 minutes ago. I'll just update that for us again. Basically, what they're suggesting is, if we go down here, there are some login issues with the Bethesda net launcher. Now, the other thing is, I was already logged in. I've been logged in for about 4 or 5 days now, both for the preload and for the countdown. So that's all I can really show anyone. This is all I've got to show people. The launcher doesn't work, which means inevitably the game can't work. And look, conveniently, the forums have also just decided to die at the same time. So presumably what this means is, yeah, here we go. Statement from Bethesda: we're currently investigating issues with the Bethesda net forums. Okay, so what I'm guessing is that the forums have gone down because everybody's too busy going, what the hell's going on? For some reason, my preloaded content is not allowing itself to download the key. So the key is the last piece of the puzzle, basically. You download the whole game, whatever 50 gigs it was, or, you know, there's another 20 gigs missing before you can actually access the game so that people don't hack it too early. As I went to download that last piece of the puzzle, this is what's happened. So, yeah, the launcher, I was already in the launcher. This is something I need to point out to everybody, so it's a little bit... I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but it is a bit sus. I was already in the launcher. I was able to click on play preloaded content, and then as I've clicked on it, a little red box appeared it appeared like 4 or 5 times. I've attempted to do it time and time again. I was thinking, oh, you know what, probably just overloaded servers. I'll give it a couple of goes. Let's refresh, refresh, refresh. Suddenly, boom, I was logged out. So I've gone to log back in with the password I knew was correct. It said wrong password. So again, absolutely incorrect. I got to get brekkie. That's alright, I've got my breakfast here, so I understand. No one can live without breakfast. It is an atrocity. But yeah, so I did that. It logged me out. I tried to log back in with the correct password. It told me I had the wrong password. So I went into Bethesda.net, decided to redo my password. I've made another password. I've actually made 3. My current password, I'm not going to tell you, but it's basically a sentence begging Bethesda to hurry the F up. But yeah, I've logged in multiple times with the correct password. I've double and triple checked, and that's never worked. And then I've come here to find that the launcher's out. Shortly after the launcher went out, the forums have gone out. I honestly think that Bethesda just doesn't understand how to launch a game. When you launch a game by the company that's made Skyrim, Elder Scrolls Online, Fallout 4, and you know that you have that cult following, that cult following is going to evolve and expand over time, and they're always going to want better. People always want better, which means more and more people are switching over to PC because you know you can't have a better gaming experience than PC or than an Xbox One at the very least with 4K or with a PS4 Pro. Everyone's going to always try and get better. So there are now more PC players. You should have been prepared for more PC downloads like the one I just did, and here we are now all together in this pile of poop. So guys, I'm very grateful that you've all joined me for this podcast. Their current statement says, and we're quoting here, "We're currently investigating login issues with the Bethesda Net launcher. Thank you for your patience." And the post before that was, "PC Fallout 76 beta players. The event will start at 7 PM Eastern Time, which is right now, October 30th, which is right now. The timer will run down about 2 hours before the beta event is scheduled to begin." That's fine. Okay, so we understand that we weren't going to be able to jump into the servers straight away, but I was at least supposed to be able to download it 2 hours ago, look at the title screen, and probably run around in a personal server, which hasn't happened. And that is what we're so annoyed about. So guys, on that note, I'd like to announce now that I will attempt one more time today to be back at about 9 AM, provided these system outages are fixed. Alright, and yes, let's burn down Bethesda. That would actually be quite a welcome idea right now. It is bullshit, I agree with you guys. I'm very, very sorry about this. So in the meantime, we're going to do a podcast. Yeah, basically talk to me until it gets quiet here, and then I'll be back at 9 AM. It's probably going to be in a few hours, I agree. I've got a Barocca here to keep me company, but it's honestly, even a Barocca can't fix this problem. I got to go eating breakfast. Believe me, we're all on the same page here. I'm having my daily supplements as we go. But yeah, so I don't know. We're completely in a new zone here, Siri. What do you reckon?
I'm not sure I understand.
Why do you think Bethesda has failed us?
I don't know what you mean by, why do you think Bethesda has failed us? How about a web search for it?
No, we're all good, Siri.
I'm not sure I understand.
Wow, she's terrible. She is, I mean, Siri is atrocious. Hey Siri, how do I look?
Looking good, Ivy.
Ivy? Oh yeah, it's Ivy's iPad. No, it's not.
I'm not sure I understand.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Maybe the chicken is standing still, and it is the road that crosses under it.
Whoa, that's deep. Knock knock.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Elephants.
Elephants who?
Elephants, Gerald. Do-bop ba-ree-bop, Scooby-Dee-doo-wah. Ha-ha. Want another one?
Sure, why not?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Dwayne.
Dwayne who?
Okay, I found this on the web for Dwayne who.
Oh, you can't even keep it up. Knock knock.
Okie dokie. Knock knock.
Knock knock.
Knock knock.
No, knock knock you.
I'm not sure I understand.
Knock knock.
Knock knock.
Siri is working with Bethesda confirmed.
I didn't find any appointments for tomorrow.
What? Okay, Glass.
I'm not Glass, and I'm just fine with that.
Lol. Alright guys, well, because they're a multi-millionaire company with powerful friends, yes, that is exactly why they can get away with this sort of stuff. I'm going to refresh, let's see what the new statements say. See if they're willing to let us log in. Currently investigating issues with the Bethesda net forums. Thank you for your patience. I'm almost certain they shut them down so people cannot complain about the outages right now. Okay, so refreshed 11 minutes ago. Investigating impact issues with Bethesda net forums. Investigating login issues with Bethesda net launcher. We're currently investigating blah 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 blah. You know what? To a consumer, this page means nothing other than we don't know what the problem is. What the consumer wants to see is we know what the problem is. Right, so I'm going to go back to OBS here and get rid of this old screen here. So let's just go ahead and get rid of the display capture. Sorry guys, this is... Yes, there we go. Boom, we're back. Okay, so I'll be back in about an hour and a half here. I want to thank everyone for their patience, but I can't keep getting really angry on stream for things that are not my fault. So you just had dinner, Chairman. Oh, I'm very sorry to ruin your digestive moments like this. It's still down, man. I'm on the same page, yeah. Well, guys, yeah, like I said, I want to thank you for putting up with this. Again, the reason I've made this podcast, the reason I thought it was a good idea, and, you know, Dark Assassin did suggest it, but there is actually a good reasoning behind it. It lets me explain the fact and show you guys that it's not my fault. That has actually made me feel a bit better. And what I'll do is I'll just come back at 9 AM. We'll do a nice long stream then, and hopefully it just works. Hopefully everything works. And you know what? Provided it doesn't, I'll just be back later in the day anyway. I was just hoping to do this in such a time as I can still spend my lunchtime doing something today. It's a beautiful day outside. If you have a look at my flowery window there, wow, you can't see anything because there's so much light coming through that small gap there. There we go. It's a beautiful day outside. There's, you know, palm trees and such, and wow, I didn't realize how long this cable was, but yeah, it is. It's a lovely day, and I love Fallout 76, and I couldn't have imagined a better way to spend today than playing it for a few hours. But I would honestly like to do other things, and the idea of getting in as soon as it launched, I mean, it could have just launched at midnight. Why didn't they just do a midnight launch around the world like everybody else? You know, that's another thing. I do have multiple suggestions for Bethesda about how to fix this problem, but what we'll do is we'll go through those when we actually have the game. What W? What window? Maybe. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me. We'll be back straight after. I'm just going to readjust the camera size here. What's going on? Well, we're coming back in about 1.5 hours, Mr. Perkybot, so that we can play this game properly. Let me know if that camera's too small. We'll fix that up. But yeah, guys, actually, before we do go off, let's get a friend into the stream here. Spot. Spotty. I'm trying to get the dog on board. It's a temperamental mechanic of a live stream, the old pet. Spotty! Come on, Spot. People need some form of entertainment. We need our Lord and Saviour, Gabbin. Who's Gabbin? German should kill some time with Fallout 4. I agree, but first of all, here. Hop up. Hop up. Good boy. Good boy. Alright, everybody. You always ask about how Spot is. Here he is. Here's Spotty. Hey there. Sit. Come on, sit. There we go. Sitting in an office chair like a big boy. Alrighty, guys. So yeah, I'm sorry for the lack of Fallout 76, but here's a dog. Who's really camera shy, actually, come to think of it. Hello. Hello. Do I get a kiss? Oh, yes. Oh, I love you too. Hey, you know what? Since we're not doing anything for an hour, maybe we'll go walkies. You want to go walkies? Oh yeah, he liked that word. He likes that word. Alright guys, so we'll see you soon. Ta-ta!